I mean, follow my socials. But what if I don't agree with your opinions? Well, vote in the poll. I'm going to take a look at some episodes of the most voted series. Link in the description. Hi beautiful people! I don't know if anybody noticed, but episode 1 skipped number 50. And here's the reason. Dragon Questo, Dino Daiboken. I wanted to do something special for number 50, and much like the anniversary special, I ended up putting two things I have to do together. Basically, I'm not going to just watch the episode and give you all my thoughts, I am going to revisit it just after. And of course, since the special is about a series I am nostalgic for, I already have an impression of the series. If you like episode 1, the first episodes of all the series in the season have been reviewed, and I'm going to now follow up watching the first few episodes of some series that were really bad. Maybe they're going to change my mind, maybe I'm going to laugh at them even more. But let's start. Basically what we have is an action RPG in anime form. It is actually based on an RPG, it's based on Dragon Quest. In fact, it's the second story that comes out of the Dragon Quest world. Light spoilers. We have a child hero, we have mistakes in translation and dubbing, of course in the Brazilian dubbing, but despite the story being very direct and more for a child, there are some more mature stuff too. There were no 4 kids to cut it out, the dubbing just tries not to emphasize that part. The visual quality is very simple, I mean, she looks like Jimmy 5 here, but that for me is not really a problem. The monsters have quite a range, even though they are all very simple. But if you find the designs familiar, it's probably because they are from Akira Toriyama, the Dragon Ball guy. Without spoilers, I don't think I can say anything else. Let the rocks roll. The first thing I thought of immediately was, damn, I'm so nostalgic for this opening, but it has nothing to do with what's being shown on the screen. In fact, it's one of those old openings, full of spoilers. The main character's attitude is a little different from what I remembered. I remember him wanting to fight and wanting to be a bit of a Scrapy Doo, but I didn't remember him having that much aptitude from the start. The guy takes magic tubes and makes them into machine gun belts a la Rambo and climbs a tower. Of course I have to mention that his best friend is a rare monster called the Golden Metal Bird. So you might as well expect Juspion to be in that boat. I'm sorry if you don't know Juspion, but this is the special, this is for me. I also didn't remember that his dubbing actor was the same guy who did Senhor Barriga. So... Seu bobo! Pague o aluguel. I'm sure it was more of a subversion at the time. We have a hero that was raised by monsters and wants to be a real hero and recognized, but also we have people that call themselves heroes but kill and kidnap and don't care about any of those things. Okay, I really didn't remember that they take a woman's pants off. This is shown like she might be tortured or something worse, but they just lick her feet to tickle her. I suppose it's still technically torture, and I only recognize the shadiness of it all now as an adult. There are some things that really didn't age well, like a woman who really likes to buy a lot of clothes, a wizard that says she's a woman, she's late because of that. But you can't really blame people now for doing things then, before anybody even talked about this. I forgot to say, but she seduces the little droplets of water that were supposed to be guarding her. This, by the way, is Dragon Quest's version of the slime, or the pouring. The conflict I mentioned earlier is that his grandfather wants him to be a wizard, but he wants to fight with a sword. As I recall, in the end of the day, he has to use both, so he combines what he wants and what his grandfather wants. The way they introduced the MacGuffin of the hero's crown I thought was very well executed. There's no reason why he would talk about that at that moment, but they did establish that he is already obsessed with being a hero. But that's it. What did you think of Dragon Quest? Leave it on the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye! And if you enjoyed it, please like, share, sub to the channel, and hit that bell.